Alright, welcome back. We got an interesting flight here. So we're going to be departing from Honduras, that Coxen Hole over in the island. And then we're going to be going a little inland into Honduras, but the interesting part to it showed up when I went to go put it in SimBrief. So the airport symbol here that I had in, what is this, little nav map was MHSC, and that's what showed up in NeoFly. So if we go here, so MHSC, 132 miles out, 5-passenger flight. Once we, here you go. So from the Coxen Hole is out here on the island in Honduras, and then it goes inland here into this town right here, and everything seemed cut and dry. I put the symbol into a little nav map and it showed up. Everything was good. Went to go put it in SimBrief and it didn't show up. But I did a search for the name of the airport and it came up with MHRO. So I don't know if they changed the symbol there, but nonetheless, we're gonna go here and put this in here because, well, one, let me see. All the waypoints were the same. We're looking at importing this. It's the same town. Oh, interesting. So this isn't showing up. Oh, so interesting. Is this just starting? No, MHRO. But this is still out of whack. So interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and see. Let's pull up SimBrief here. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to work out or not. Because we don't have like a full runway or anything. Alright, what if we were to MHPR? Oh yeah, that's not showing up. And then what if we were to do MHSC? So this one's showing up. And runway 17. Alright, so that's what we're going to do here. So it does show up. So we're going to go ahead and start the engine here. We'll do live time, live weather in the dark. Sure. Let's go ahead and start the flight.
I know it's going to be a good day when my favorite working. Pilot, this is dispatch. The concierge has rounded up the VIPs, and we are all set to board.
Roten Tower, Cessna November 11361, ready for departure to the east at runway 07.
Roll out the red carpet. VIPs are on the way. Okay, Captain. That's the last of the VIPs in their seat and ready for takeoff.
Alright.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Alright, we're ready to go here. Ooh, squirrely on takeoff. Wind wasn't the issue.
Pilot, good flight. Watch your bank angle.
Autopilot.
Cessna 361. Continue for east departure. Cessna 361. Leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Roten Tower, Cessna November 11361, frequency change.
We got wheels up. I feel like we're slow on the bank. There we go. Now we're turning. Alright, now we're overturning, so something's off here. There we go. I feel like the communications is slow too here. Nonetheless, we're just going to continue on up to 20,500. And then, I don't know, we'll do our thing here. So this flight, roughly 190, but I think we're actually going to trim some time off here. So we can delete that leg. Yeah, it's about 136 nautical miles. So not the longest flight in the world. Today.
Central America Center, Cessna November 11361 is type Cessna C-25C, 3 miles south of Roten, flight level 190. Request flight following.
Altitude.
Cessna November 11361, Central America Center. Squawk 5766.
Squawk 5766, Cessna Tree 61.
Cessna Tree 61, radar contact 5 miles south of Roten. Flight level 205.
Roger, Cessna Tree 61.
Alright, that's it. So we do not have an IFR flight on this one, so that's okay. We've been doing IFR for a while now. Alright, we'll go ahead and get some drinks going. We'll turn off the seatbelt and safety lights for the passengers. We'll increase our engine output just a touch. And we can probably reduce our elevation just a little bit there. Let's go ahead and go to... let's go to 11,000 feet. Oops, went a little too far. Pump that up to like 240. Leaving the island of Honduras behind us, headed over to the mainland. And we're on our way, we're basically going in like halfway to El Salvador. But we're going to stay in Honduras here for this flight. Alright, what we'll do here is as we're leveling out here, crossing over 12,000 feet, we're going to pause the video and we'll come back in a little bit once we get a little closer to the airport. So once again, guys, do appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you in just a moment. Actually, I'm unpausing it real quick. So, well, one, hang on. We're going to have to increase our output here. Alright, so with that, alright, we'll do this. So apparently it looks like the terrain kind of picks up here. So the ground level goes up to 5,200 feet. What is this? 3,700. 4,200. And then the airport sits at 2,000. So once we get here, I'll turn it back on and we'll kind of take a look at what the mountains look like here as we get a little closer inland. Alright, so we're coming up to the mountains here, but because it's nighttime, we can't see them. So maybe we adjust the time here, just for at least a moment. Alright, we're all good. And we'll go ahead and check out what the mountains look like here. So we are inland a little bit. We got the mountains coming up. It's a good view out there of them. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little mountain views. Alright, I gotta turn off my alarm here on my phone. Got some health issues going on, but everything's all good, I guess. Alright, 278 for no sugar coffee. Alright. Alright, so what the doctors, I'll share this personal information for you guys, just to give you some context here. So, I've been in a lot of pain lately. Sometimes on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably like a 20. What the doctors think that I have is called TIND. It's treatment-induced neuropathy of diabetes, and very painful. And yeah, it's just been going sometimes. Basically, this has been going on since early December, sort of very quickly progressing. So if anybody has it, I mean, feel free to leave a comment and talk about what you've been going through, or lend a condolences to myself. That would be great. It is a battle, both physically and mentally, for sure. So anybody that is going through it themselves, my severe and heartfelt condolences go out to you as well. It's not something I wish on almost anybody. or a handful of people that wouldn't mind getting it, but that's a whole nother story. But nonetheless, we're sitting here at 12,000 feet, 500. We got some nice mountain views over Honduras here. Going up into the mountains, we're currently over about 2,600 feet. It topped out at about 5,000, almost 6,000 feet. And another side note here is I'm going to be moving in a couple of weeks, so leaving the sunny state of Florida that I've been for the last 11 years-ish, maybe 11 or 12. And we're headed up into the mountains ourselves, so should be a good time. So. Not as high as these mountains, though. We're headed to about 2,000 feet above sea level. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and pause the video once again, and we'll resume once we get a little closer to the airport, because we got about roughly 64 miles to go. Alright, so welcome back. We have not too long to go here until we get to the airport, so we're going to go ahead and reduce our speed here. We're going to turn on the all the lights and everything here. And we're going to get ready for our landing. So we're going to reduce our speed, bring this down to about 200 so that we can deploy our landing gear. And then reduce our elevation. So airport sits at about 2,000, so we're going to go ahead and reduce this down to, we do have some mountains in between here, so currently 3,000. All right, we're going to bring this down to about 4,000 just to be on the safe side. Maybe we'll do 3,500. That should be okay. All right. A little shaky there. I hit the the joystick thing. But we got landing gear going down. We can go ahead and get our descent going. We're about 15 miles out. Let's see if we can find the airport. There it is. We're going to select the runway, number 17. Announce a full stop landing. And our position.
Palmerola traffic, Cessna November 11361, 14 miles north, 11,900, inbound to land, runway 17, Palmerola.
Alright, nice clear skies here. We got the sunset going on. We're dipping down to about 3,500. Keep an eye on the terrain. Make sure that we're not going too low. adjustment here, go towards the airport. Alright, we got the airport and the runway in sight. As we cross over 6,300. And we're about 8 miles out. There's the center of town.
Altitude.
Got some mountains there. We're leveling out. We're going to get some flaps going. And we are landing directly into the wind here at 10 miles an hour.
Autopilot.
Go ahead and take full control. Reduce engine output. Alright, so very nice scenery here. Alright, we're just going to confirm that we got wheels down. We do. We got all white lights here, coming in at a good angle. Gonna go for a nice, smooth, buttery landing. Taxiway looks like it's off to the left. Right up to the threshold here. I'm liking it. And a flare. Let's let the ground meet us.
We have touchdown. Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Alright, we're going to take taxiway A here. Looks like we got some gas pumps to the left. General aviation parking over here to the right. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and hit the parking brake there. We'll let the passengers off.
Transporter. Disembarking of passengers can begin.
I think this is a nice thumbnail. go ahead and do that. And then we'll go ahead and check our landing here. If we go to the log, so minus 70 on the landing, so pretty smooth landing. We'll take it.
Transporter from dispatch. Disembarkation completed. Thank you and good day.
And we're sitting at 21.7 million, so appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the love and support.
Let's go.
Once again, guys, welcome back to Honduras here. We're in the inland as opposed to the island. And we will continue on, see if we can get further south here as we navigate through Central America. And until next time, have a great one.